아, 지옥의 모습도 보여주는구나.
Well, soldier, here we are. It worked. My engines calmed down. I shouldn't have let you come here. This isn't going to be easy, you know.
올 테면 놀아지.
Zara's going to come at us with everything she's got.
얘 개쩌는 활쟁이가 있다고.
Like clockwork. They'll be on us soon, but there's just enough time. Thought I was done with these.
뭐야, 담배야? 야, 너 혼자 2개 펴? 아, 불 붙여서 나 하나 줄. 매너가 없네.
But then
아, 주네.
there's you.
주지? 그치, 원래 저거지. 근데 시간데? 개멋있어, 카를라크.
Imps are fast but careless. Don't let them tire you out. Just get rid of them. And don't forget, you asked for this. Better let these fuckers know I'm back. And this time, I'm not alone.
이야. 이 신도 원래 없었던 거겠지? 카를라크 지옥신이 없었대요. 예전에, 처음 나왔을 때는. 좋다. 근데 그 이후에 이제 후일담 보여줄 거 아니야. 그것까지 딱 보려고. 이어서.
When the invitation came, you were hip deep in
아, 그러고
slime,
있었어.
swarmed by hell wasps, and about to drive the killing blow on a magma claw. Cutting through the dreadful buzz of the wasps and the screams of the damned, a familiar, comforting voice echoed in your mind. Withers, he requested your attendance in Faerun to gather with your friends and allies, those who stood against the Absolute at your side. A reprieve from the blood war. A few hours of respite with the stars above and good company to cheer you. Karlach's heart can take the strain of leaving Avernus for a few short hours, but it might burst with joy to see those friends again.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
사실상 신의 저거 아닐까? 우리 배우 무장한 상태 그대로야?
Friend? Friend! You came! Big brother Scratch too! Happy!
미친. 뭐야? 나 안 보여. 나 투명 인간 된다 봐. 너무 이쁘다. 눈 봐.
Yes, miss this more.
그런가 봐요. 아니, 모두 종족이라.
Yes, big. But Scratch is smart. Teaches me many things, like Big Brother. Withers? No.
아, 진짜?
You smell very delicious. Lots. Make friends
거북이,
with a
고양이,
turtle,
크라켄.
a cat, a kraken. Kraken eats
아,
my cat
진짜?
friend, so I bite.
크라켄이 고양이 친구를 먹었어?
Shiny clothes. I am strong. Tired now.
아, 그랬어?
Sleep.
잘했어. 벌써?
Yes. Nice here.
아 너무 이뻐.
I play with Big Brother Scratch, but
아 지금은 또 나오네. 아까는 약간 버그였나봐요. 아 이렇게 쓰다듬어? 너무 좋아. 미쳤어요. 행복하다 야. 이런 게 행복 아닐까?
yes,
내 새끼.
miss this.
안돼. 빅브라더 스크래치도 해줘야지.
A familiar sight.
어?
Scratch can't quite speak around the thing he has in his mouth.
I found this. It smelled like you, so I kept it. Seemed like something you might like
그럴까?
to throw.
던져줄까 오랜만에?
Oh, I've been so good. I've got a nice home in the city now. A
민디?
girl named Mindy says I'm her best friend. She's mine too. Also you and Albert. I've got so many best friends. I hardly know who to play with.
인간 조화 모드.
I certainly have, and I always will. Forever, I think.
이제 스크래치랑 같이 지옥 가는 건 좀 그렇지.
You know best. But a little fetch
뭐
never
틀린
hurt
말은
anyone,
아니지 않을까요?
as far as I know.
왜 안 줘? 아 저기 있다. 호잇. 왜 안 해?
Oh boy, is it lovely to sniff?
1회차 때 이 예쁜 애를 실수로 죽여버리고. 아이고.
You always know just how to do it. Do you even have to ask?
너무 이뻐. 와 미쳤다. 헐. 이건 나 아직도 갖고 있냐? 야 버려 좀. 커스텀은 뭐예요? 뭐지? 무슨 메뉴지 저거? 아 처음 봤음.
Well, now. You can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to. Same.
근데 누나
twisting
1회차랑
alleys
똑같은
for
대화지.
purse speakers. Same wooden buildings ready to get burnt. The upper city has been bulldozed.
자 1회차 때 본 건 넘어갈게요.
Time locking up for all your travels. I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. But that Garlack is lucky to have you. And know that you are not forgotten.
이거 앞뒤가 바뀐 것 같아
If
번역이.
your friends don't drag you from the hells, it will only be because you freed yourself first. But I must inspect the refreshment.
리오나 여기 잘 숨어 지내?
Well, I wasn't sure. And look at you, straight from the hell. I'd expect nothing less. You always brought a whiff of madness to the battlefield. I've taken a turn as an adventurer. It turns out no one actually cares about murder.
아 이거
as long
1회차
as
때
you
본
murder
대사.
the right people. Let's perhaps more me than I've ever been. Hardly. You know, it's funny, but in time I decided not to be. This is who I am, and from the moment I first threatened,
그거 본 거야. 아 맞아 나는 게일이 트래쉬?
Oh, right.
야 너 되게 오랜만다. 아 되게 오랜만에 본다. 르르르.
You helped Mr. Decario save Baldur's Gate
3장에서
from
한
the
번 본 그 친구
Absolute,
아니야?
Isn't that right? Well done. Despite my old friends, you ought to come visit myself and Gale when you're able. We'll send word by pigeon when we've need of you.
아 이제 비둘기 안 먹어? 다행이다 야.
Well, well. Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy. Educator of the esteemed
너 방출술이잖아.
School of Illusion.
환영하기야? 그래?
Pleasure to remake
내가
your
방출술로
acquaintance.
리스펙을 하는 거였나?
She did not. I surrendered the crown of Carsus to her, as I told you I would.
아니 근데 얘
And
기본이
in return,
방출술이었는데?
she cured me of the orb at last. Of course, I haven't clarified with my students that the orb is no longer a threat. But I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easy. Illusory magic has the power to. How due the decades to spare, I think you'd. It wasn't that moment. The teaching you was hardly an F. Oh, they try their best. Of.
약간 교수님의 불평불만
Nothing a
같은데?
well-placed swipe from Tara can't
아,
fix,
그치. 전과 할 수 있지. 오케이, 오케이. 전공 바꿨을 수
What of
있지.
you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned? And I couldn't be happier for you. A fitting reward for the sacrifices you made. I've told my students plenty of tales. I'd be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer. Well, I, for one, can't. Of course, you'll be most welcome. My apologies, Tara. That would be
혹시
our tower.
너도 여르기어 형처럼 얘한테 뭐 이상한 거 먹이고
It will
막
give us plenty of
하는
time
거
to
아니지?
catch up on your adventures.
있는다 게이라.
I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. So, in the spirit
그
of
인간의
selflessness,
존엄성까진
I
버리지 말자.
encourage you to.
아, 여르기어 형 좀 그랬어.
My own friend.
이제는 환영이 아니야.
I thought slaying Vlaakith's hunters in the cliffs of Sword's Teeth might be the month's pinnacle. But I was wrong.
진짜 코만 어떻게 하면 3회차 할 때는 얘 모드 깔아볼까? 그 외형 모드 되게 많던데 특히 레이젤이 제일 많더라고. 진짜 제일 많더라고요. 많을만해.
Were it not for you, I might not have known the value of partnership. I found new allies now. We've heard word of a Githyanki outpost hidden deep in Chult. I don't suppose you'd consider fleeing the Hells and joining us there to slay every last Sarth and Kithrak. Your loyalty to her knows no bounds. Nor it seems.
아니 솔직히 요 화장을 좀만 더 이렇게 진하게 하면
Impressed me from the beginning. Now go, mingle while you can. We'll meet again. The hells are too small to contain us.
레이젤도 근데 진짜 성격 마음에 들어. 처음 만났을 때는 애가 뭐 저렇게 싸가지 없고 무례하고 되게 저거 한가 했는데 애가 점점 성격이 바뀌는 게 눈에 보이니까 좋았어.
A gathering of allies. Ah, we could have been conquerors.
그랬지.
Do you ever regret that we did not take control of the Netherbrain? True. But what better revenge could there be? I shall not dwell on the past, though. I feared that returning to the... Perhaps it was. If so, rebels swarm to my cause. And even if it takes centuries, I will reclaim my house in... I expect there have been other reunions.
아니야
to
임마.
which I
뭐
was
그런
very
의심을 하고 그래.
Gods.
아! 듀크 윌 공자.
Far too long. Hold on a moment. Do you smell that?
You take in every scent the night breeze
이젠
carries.
대궁이신가?
Sweet honeysuckle.
Forest trees drape reminds me of the Wilden Oak. I haven't visited since the Absolute fell. Bargains must be made.
아.
Alliances must be forged. Father leaves me to my own devices, though he's got no shortage of advice when I ask for it. Mizora's kept me on a
아,
long...
진짜?
She hasn't ordered any murder sprees or any diabolical errands.
아, 미조라
But she insists on your
약간 유흥거리가
diplomatic
필요했네,
mission,
그냥.
and beauty and bargaining talents have even been a boon.
아니 뭐 미조라 정도면
Neverwinter's
이쁘죠.
lord denied me a boat full of his finest masons, till Mizora pressed her lips to his ear. Whatever her game, I'm bound by her rules. But I'll fall on my own blade and join the blood war in an instant. And Mizora knows it. Father's very well, and back in his element. Floric, bless her soul, convinced him to withhold the lashings and scoldings, though I know he was tempted. The likes of Gortash can bend Bane's chosen primed the fist for a war they weren't meant to win. With a few exceptions, Father's pardoned every
이거는
last fist. He
1회차
still
때도 본
believes in
대사
the bow
같은데?
and the valor is found not in the womb. May they all take it to heart. I've had more than a few challenges. The people know me as one of the champions. The patriarchs, the Arab. Still, there's no friction that can't be disbanded. I don't expect a soldier or
근데 대사가 좀 더 많아지는 것
to
같은
see
느낌?
through the schemes of a tyrant like. But the city's lords and ladies were all my father. Older Ravengard is now Floric is now Grand Duke of the Crossing, the face of devotion, and I am Will Ravengard, Grand Duke of the Worm, Heart of the Gate. Yet
Heart of the
before,
Gate.
until such
게이트의
time
심장.
and after, we will enact the will of the People's Parliament. Baldur's Gate is nothing without its citizens, both in the upper and lower. The jewel of the coast will shine ever bright. We are building new housing, not just shanties. Amazing what can be done when Parliament and the Council I'm sure the Silver Shields can make do without a few more jeweled crowns. Of course.
오케이,
Go
다
on.
됐다.
The nights yet or waste a single drop of wine for
할신이 대사 아까 봤나?
beautiful face.
아니 근데 할신이는 대사 재밌는 거 없어. 민타라도 방금 전에 봤죠.
I expect there have
민스크도
been
별거
other
없고.
reunions to which I
민스크는
was
제
not.
해피워스는 잡아왔고. 자, 이번 우리 여자친구 봅시다.
Oh shit. Oh my god. He wasn't kidding. Where's your mad bastard? You brought us back! Commander Zula won't know where the
이게 카를라크지.
Oh man, I can't wait to say hi to everyone. Look at them, the beauts. Rest up, soldier. My tin can will be all right for the night. And you and me will get to sleep with both eyes shut for the first time in 6 months. Then again, maybe we won't sleep at all. Come here, you goon.
역시 일리시드 그거 없는 게 맞다. 아. 그거 있으면 얼굴이 너무 꼴 보기 싫어. 아니 몇 번을 봐도 웃겨 고블린이라.
Me too, my love. See you soon. Oh, hey. Before you go, Zariel's probably got a load of Cambions guarding that forge. I might have an in with one of the guards, though. We might get to come home.
그렇게 되면 좋겠네. 카를라크 뭐 이상한 인형 들고 다니는데? 현지 쪽에 뭔가 좀 더 특별한 게 내가 본 적 없는 게 들어왔을라나?
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not invited.
별거 아닌 것 같고. 바커스! 도시의 재건을 돕기 위해 고용됐어. 아. 바커스는 그럴 자격이 있죠. 아트 컬러 봤어.
I fear I am
레이븐가드 대공.
accustomed to the taste of sun-fed plants.
이것도 보지 않았나? 1회차 때 있었던 것 같은데? 아라벨라 봤죠? 1회차 때. 에트바드가 아 그놈. 아 걔.
Possible lava wine.
그 피피 물약 플로릭? 플로릭이 누구더라? 아 보좌관. 아 알피라는 저거 하고 있잖아요. 음악학교.
I expect there have been other
다몬?
reunions to which I
다몬도
was
보내지
not
않았었나?
invited.
보냈지. 게일? 아 엘민스터구나. 엘민스턴은 근데 스토리 진행 중에 딱 2번 나와가지고. 이 형은 대사가 바뀔 수밖에 없. 아니 편지 내용이 바뀔 수밖에 없긴 했지. 기스 제라이랑 함께 하지 이제. 자기가 대신하는구나. 희망이다. 아 엘민스터요? 그렇긴
I
하네.
expect there have been other reunions to which I was not invited.
어? 작가가 된 내용은 똑같네. 근데 자기 남편 내가 그때 죽이라고 안 했단 말이야. 얘기가 뭐 더 없네요. 아홉 손가락 킹. 얘도 뭐 1회차 때 본 거고. 제블로도 봤지. 별거 없네. 근데 저 편지 들고 카를라크한테 가면 혹시 뭔가 더 대사가 있지 않을까? 없네. 가자. 아니 근데 두가 뭐야? 방금 두라는 거 봤는데? 잘못 봤나? 이거 뭐냐? 누구 거냐 이거? 누구 자리니 여기? 근데 3회차를 가긴 갈 건데 제가 3회차는 사실 생각해두고 있는 게 있거든요? 직업을. 그러니까 원래는 그 2회차 1장 때부터 3회차를 하면 꼭 그 직업을 해봐야겠다 싶었던 게 있었는데 뭐라고 해야 되지? 레인저 로그 파이터 섞은 이 조합을 내가 진행하면서 이렇게 만든 거잖아. 이게 너무 개쎄. 이거 너무 쎄. 3회차도 그냥 레인저로 갈까 싶네. 아씨, 이거 너무 말이 안 돼요. 그 안수르 때도 얘가 혼자 6번 움직이면서 안수르 첫 턴 킬각을 얘가 낸 거거든. 그때 얘 혼자 한 반피 이상 뺐지. 아니 너무 좋은데 이거. 모르겠다. 일단은
This one night thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate. Until such time it requires saving again. If thou could only see, enjoy the revelry of the day. What indeed?
끝내러 갑시다.
The balance of the world
뭐 사실상 1회차랑 완전 똑같은 엔딩이지만 좀 더 풍족했네요.
brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over for now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready, for thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving. To you.
응? 아 진짜 나 티플링 다 구했어? 오. 그랬구나. 이렇게 해서 2회차 엔딩을 봤습니다. 제가 1회차를 173시간 했거든요. 100시간도 안 걸렸네요 2회차는. 괜찮은데? 3회차를 하게 되면 3회차는 더 빨리 달릴 거 아니야. 그지? 지금 몇 시간인 거지? 87시 아닌데? 77시간? 77시간 걸렸네요. 재밌었습니다. 너무 재밌었어요. 1회차 때는 솔직히 이제 스토리랑 저거 편지 같은 거, 책 같은 거 다 읽고 다니면서 탐험한답시고 온갖 장소를 다 돌아다니느라 플레이가 엄청나게 길어졌는데 2회차는 훨씬 빨리 끝낼 수 있었어요. 이미 본 스토리는 그냥 스킵으로 넘겨버리고 가끔 중요한 거나 좀 보고. 근데 그 와중에 이제 1회차 때 본 적 없었던 뭐 내가 놓쳤거나 아니면 존재 자체를 몰라서 동료로 못 받아들였던 애들까지 동료로 받아들여가지고 게일이라던가 민타라라던가 걔네들 덕분에 좀 더 재밌었던 것 같습니다. 내용이 좀 더 풍족해졌어. 어쨌든 이렇게 해서 2회차를 끝냈고 고블린의 여정은 막을 내리게 됐습니다. 너무 즐거웠어요. 3회차는 예정대로 3회차를 들어갈 때는 쓰레기로 플레이를 할 겁니다. 1회차, 2회차는 제 성격대로 약간 중립선 느낌으로 간 건데 뭐 중간중간 나쁜 짓도 하긴 했지만 소매치기라던가 3회차는 대놓고 쓰레기로 갈 거예요. 내 성격이랑 안 맞긴 하지만 또 중립선 가면 재미없을 것 같고 그리고 이미 스토리 다 아니까 나쁜 놈도 한번 해봐야지.
Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane.
베인은 다음에는 선택받은 자를 좀 잘 뽑아라. 바알은 나쁘진 않았어. 쓰레기 맞았어. 머쿨 진짜 1회차 2장 때는 제가 정말 위협적이었어. 머쿨이 너무너무 무서웠다. 와.
They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
자, 이렇게 해서 푸른 추적자 줄진의 모험이 막을 내립니다. 2회차 종료.